Henry Dagan McMaster is an American politician, attorney and member of the Republican Party who has been the 117th governor of South Carolina since January 24, 2017. McMaster worked for U.S. Senator Strom Thurmond in private practice and as a federal prosecutor. Appointed United States Attorney for the District of South Carolina by President Ronald Reagan in 1981. He gained attention for investigating South Carolina marijuana smugglers in Operation Jackpot. McMaster was the Republican nominee for U.S. Senate in South Carolina in 1986, losing to incumbent Democrat Fritz Hollings. He was then defeated for Lieutenant Governor of South Carolina by Democrat Nick Theodore in 1990. McMaster chaired the South Carolina Republican Party from 1993 to 2002. He was elected Attorney General of South Carolina in 2002 and re-elected in 2006. In 2010, McMaster ran for governor but lost to Nikki Haley in the Republican primary. In 2011, Haley appointed him to the South Carolina Ports Authority, a position from which he resigned after being elected Lieutenant Governor of South Carolina in 2014. McMaster succeeded to the office of governor when Haley resigned to become the United States Ambassador to the United Nations. He won a full 4-year term in the 2018 gubernatorial election after winning a runoff for the Republican nomination and defeating Democratic nominee James A. Smith Jr. in the general election. McMaster was born on May 27, 1947, in Columbia, South Carolina. He is the eldest son of John Gregg and Ida Dagan McMaster. He received a bachelor's degree in history from the University of South Carolina in 1969. In 1973, he graduated from the University of South Carolina School of Law, where he served on the editorial board of the South Carolina Law Review. Later that year, he was admitted to the Richland County Bar Association of the South Carolina Bar. He served in the United States Army Reserves, receiving an honorable discharge in 1975. Upon graduation from law school, McMaster worked as a legislative assistant to U.S. Senator Strom Thurmond in Washington, D.C. until 1974. When he joined the firm of Tompkins & McMaster. He was admitted to practice before the Federal Court of Claims in 1974. Before the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fourth Circuit in 1975. And upon Thurmond's motion, before the Supreme Court of the United States in 1978. McMaster practiced law for almost 29 years. Both as a federal prosecutor and in private practice, representing clients in the state and federal courts, trial and appellate. Upon Thurmond's recommendation, President Ronald Reagan nominated McMaster as United States Attorney for the District of South Carolina in 1981, Reagan's first nomination for U.S. Attorney. The Senate confirmed McMaster on May 21, 1981. He headed the South Carolina Law Enforcement Coordinating Committee from 1981 to 1985. During his tenure, McMaster created the Federal Drug Task Force Operation Jackpot to investigate South Carolina marijuana smugglers. Operation Jackpot ultimately arrested more than 100 people for crimes related to marijuana and hashish trafficking. McMaster held numerous press conferences during the operation and gained publicity through interviews and comments. His actions were criticized as political, with journalist Lee Bandy writing, "No one can recall any other U.S. attorney being so public relations conscious," and noting that McMaster had held more press conferences and news releases than all his predecessors combined. McMaster completed his term as U.S. Attorney on December 31, 1985. In 1986, after considering races for South Carolina Lieutenant Governor and Attorney General, McMaster won the spirited Republican primary for the United States Senate against Henry Jordan. 27,696 votes to 261,394. In 1990, McMaster ran for lieutenant governor. He defeated Sherry Sheely Marchink in the Republican primary. 49,463 votes to Nick Theodore's 440,844. In 1991, Governor Carroll A. Campbell, Jr. appointed McMaster to the state's Commission on Higher Education, and the South Carolina Senate confirmed him. He also served on the board of directors of the non-profit South Carolina Policy Council from 1991 to 2003, serving as board chairman from 1992 to 1993. On May 8, 1993, McMaster was elected chairman of the South Carolina Republican Party. He was re-elected by the state Republican Convention in 1996. 1998 and 2000. In this capacity, he also served as a member of the Republican National Committee from 1993 to 2002. Under McMaster's chairmanship, the Republican Party captured the governorship, several statewide offices and, on March 28, 2002, McMaster announced his resignation as party chairman so that he could run for attorney general. McMaster placed first in the Republican primary for attorney general, with 126,164 votes. In the general election, McMaster defeated Democratic attorney and former director of the South Carolina Department of Probation, Parole and Pardon Services Stephen K. Benjamin.